Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Shivam here, and today I'm gonna actually share how you can retain your social media management clients and what I personally do to do so. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but I run a white label social media management agency wherein I work with other agency owners who sign on social media management clients and actually handle the back end of the agency, so which is actually content creation, caption writing, posting, and hashtags. So I just thought that I'll let you know what I do with these clients to help them retain their clients for a longer time and make it easier for me to actually handle 15 plus clients on my own right now. So I actually used to have a manager in place, but she actually went on to start her own agency. So I'm currently doing everything by myself in the social media management side of things, and I am currently looking for somebody to handle the management side of it. So I just thought that I'll let you know what I've been doing for this to run successfully without having a lot of pressure on myself. So yeah, basically, let's start with the expectations that you should have from day one with your clients. So the expectations that you should have with your clients is that it social media management is not a revenue generation service. Now, this is something that I tell my clients all the time to say on the sales call, to say on the onboarding call, because it is not a revenue generator. If people think that it's a revenue generation activity, they often work for it for 1 month and then they don't see any sales come in, and then they ask you, why aren't I seeing sales? And it's more of a branding thing. So whenever somebody asks you what social media management actually is, it's more about building up your brand. So if somebody comes across your brand, comes across your website, and decides to click on your social media profile, they see that you are an active brand and it's not a dead profile with 2 or 3 followers. I always ask my client, who would you buy from, a person with 1,000 followers posting regularly, or a person with 2 followers and zero posts? So obviously they choose 1,000 follower one, because that is just something that we have in our mind. Then the second expectation that I set is that a mix of graphics and stock images will be posted for the client depending upon their niche. Obviously, if it's e-com, it'll be product photos as well. If it's real estate, it can just be house pictures, interior design pictures, etc. Content is provided on a weekly basis according to brand guidelines and logos. And this is set content, this is templated content after a particular time, that it's facts, quotes of the day, etc., etc. So it's not that it's ever changing, and we come up with a template that will suit your brand guidelines, so that we have a consistent profile going on and it's not all over the place. And that all content will be scheduled via a scheduler that they will have to give us access to, which would either be a buffer, create a studio later, etc. Totally depends if the client is already set up one or on one, or if they want us to set them up on something. The next is actually sample posts. Now, sample post has always been a topic that's been sensitive with a lot of agency owners because they don't believe in sample posts, but it's something that I believe is very important for the client to see in the initial first 5 to 7 days, that this is what you've worked on, this is the design that you've come up with for their social media profile. Because a lot of times you just go on and create content and the client says, oh, but I'm so sorry, but I don't like this font, or I don't like this kind of content to be done. So, for example, if you did quotes and the client says, okay, I don't like quotes, I actually want to replace it with myths or facts, kind of a thing. So, you'll have to go in and change all of them. But if you provide already them with the sample, they already know what your thought process behind the actual content is. So, when you actually give them the first week of content, they're like, oh, okay, this looks perfect, because they already know what you're going to come up with, and it's not a surprising factor about it. And once they review it and they say it's the thumbs up, then you start creating weekly content, or in this case we start creating weekly content for you. The next up is presentation of the weekly content. Now, presentation of weekly content is something that I've seen people do in a lot of different ways. Some people directly schedule out the content and tell the client to go look at buffer or go look at later to see what you've got scheduled for them. Some people just send it in the Slack with the captions on the top and the 4 or 5 images on the top. Now, this is something that I can't take credit for. My good friend and agency owner Charlie Black came up with this, and for his clients, and this is what we've been using ever since. That is a table such as this, wherein we have a graphic, we have captions, and we have scheduled for. Every client gets their own Google document. You upload your graphic over here, you write your caption right over here, and you have your schedule for over here. And you have another column if the client wants to add client notes. They just, as soon as the content is done, you upload 1 week content on the Google document, send the Google document link, and tell the client to go have a look. The client gets a clear picture of what you're posting. Right here is the caption, right here is the graphic, right here is when you're actually posting it. And if the client doesn't like something, if the client wants a slight change, they can comment on the fourth box over here that I did not add over here to say, okay, Shivam, I like this, but I didn't like that. Can we change this particular part about this post? And this way they get full access to, actually what the thought process behind the post was, what the caption would be, what the post would be. So later on, if it's actually posted, the client can't come back to you and say, oh, but I didn't approve this, or I don't like this, can you change this? And then it just so happens to be that you have to ask them to delete the post because buffer or later does not allow you to do so. And then it's just a whole thing. And the more that you cause the client to do stuff by themselves, the more unlikely they are to stay with you. This is what I've learned. So you want to give the client the least amount of pain, especially when it comes to social media management. You want the client to be just active in the Slack channel, active in your channel once a week to just approve the content, and that's about it. That's how easy you want to make social media management for your clients, so that they don't have to think about it and they just keep getting billed month after month, and they're happy that you guys are posting for them and you guys are engaged, getting engaged content for them. Another most important thing to retain social media management client is add-on services. Now, without add-on services, I don't think anybody can, you can go maximum 6 months, 9 months, but not more than that, because after a point, it's just draining money. And once they have the social profile built, they'll say that, okay, we don't need the service because we already have enough posts to showcase that we've been an active brand. And then they just take over and post once a week kind of a thing. So add-on services are very important. Now, what these add-on services are, and what I would suggest them for you to be would be Facebook ads, obviously running ads for them, running email marketing, abandoned carts, etc. for them. TikTok ads, TikTok has been such a major factor in all of this, upcoming social media platform and upcoming thing that every brand wants to do. Then you have community management. Community management is basically taking care of comments, taking care of the Facebook group, Discord community, etc. And lastly comes boosting posts. So if the client does not have any money to run ads, you can offer them boosting posts, because then they see likes, followers come in, and they're happy and they like to retain that. So yeah, that's about it. That's what I do for my own social media management clients. If you want to work with our agency and want us to do white label for you, you can just reach out to me via Facebook, Instagram, or email down below, and I'd be happy to have a look at your business and see if we can help. We are currently onboarding two more agencies at the moment, so in case you're one of them, we would be happy to work alongside you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it, and subscribe for more content down below. We've got a lot more coming in terms of cold email, in terms of social media management, both. So yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.